What's up, guys? I'm Zach. Today I'm in central Colorado near Manitou Springs. I am getting ready to hike to the top of Pikes Peak. Yosemite is gonna come with me. I'm gonna be taking the Barr Trail. It's 13 miles up and 13 miles back down. It's just before 5 a.m. and we're getting ready to start our hike. Yosemite, are you ready to go? Now you're ready, Yosemite. It is a little early, huh? You can see back there that the sun's gonna rise soon. So I'm gonna turn on the headlight. Ready, Yosemite? 13 miles to the summit. We're on our first mile. Doing pretty well. The sun's rising behind us. It's a beautiful sunrise. Trail's pretty steep right now, lots of switchbacks. I'm glad it's light out though. All right, the sun is up over the horizon. It's a glowing red. I hope that doesn't mean rain, because sometimes it does. We are not even at mile marker 2 yet. I'm dripping with sweat and we're high above the city. We made it to mile marker 2. We've been hiking for about an hour, which means we've been going 2 miles an hour uphill. This is a good pace and I'm right on schedule. Quick little breakfast at 9,200 feet. Yosemite's out on the leash here. We just passed mile marker 4. The trail's flattened out a lot. Yosemite's getting a little fussy. But he's just meowing. It's nothing too bad. I'm sure he'll get over it. It might be the wind he doesn't like. So I covered him with a towel. Yosemite. We just passed mile marker 5 and look at what we can see. So I don't know if I mentioned already, but Pikes Peak has a summit of 14,110 feet. So it'll be the highest mountain I've ever summited and my first 14er and Yosemite's first 14er. We are at the 6.5 mile mark, which means we're about halfway to the top. It's about 8 o'clock. I'm gonna put on some sunscreen because the sun's fully out and we will be above the tree line soon. Sweat and sunscreen, not a great combo. So we're at 10,000 feet right now, passing Barr Camp. It's not open right now, but when it is, you can split your hike into 2 days and stay overnight at 10,000 feet. Oh, This cat won't stop crying. We're okay, dude. We're fine. Stopped for a quick rest. We're at about 10,500 feet elevation, and I can definitely feel that the air is a lot thinner up here. So I'm gonna have to take more breaks. But we still have over 3,500 feet of elevation to gain. Still chugging along. I'm exhausted. We're like 3 miles from the top, and he's flipping out. Okay, we are above the tree line with a beautiful view. What do you think, dude? What do you think? This is grueling. I'm at 12,100 feet right now. Still have a couple miles to go. Yosemite's tucked away in the sling because it's real windy. We're 2 miles from the top. Every step is just winding. Luckily, the wind died down a little bit. The summit is right up there. It's one of those two peaks. I'm not sure which. There's a structure up there. And I know there's a building at the summit and a road that goes up there. So I think I'm very close. Ready to keep hiking Yosemite? I'm moving about 1 mile per hour up here. I mean, I'm just losing my breath at every switchback turn. Construction up here. I'm right by the top though. My plan was to see how I felt at the top, to see if I should hike down or not. And to be honest, my hips and shoulders and brain and everything is aching pretty bad, and I don't think I'll be able to make it down in good time. So I'm gonna try to hitchhike a ride back to the trailhead from up here. Man, I can't even talk. I'm like slurring. Do you think it's the altitude? I think it might be. There's some construction up there, so the trail took a detour. We're walking along the road right now. We should be there soon. All right, we're finally sitting down. Yosemite is ready to find a ride down, I think. I know, dude. All right, you guys, I'm back at the van. Here's what happened. got to the summit. I was a little disappointed with just how many cars were up there and tourists and construction, and it just wasn't, I guess, what I expected. I expected magnificent views and you know, howling wind, and it was just none of that. Yosemite and I were hanging out, just sitting down. He was getting kind of fussy. I was getting a little frustrated. Then I went to take a photograph, a self-portrait of Yosemite and I by the summit sign, and I set my camera up on a tripod that has 2 broken legs, and the wind blew it over and broke my camera lens. And that was kind of, after, you know, a 9-hour, almost 13-mile mentally draining hike, that was kind of the last straw, and I started crying hysterically. I was just so upset with how the end of the hike ended up. Then I was gonna take a shuttle down. Didn't end up happening. I caught a ride with a cool guy named Brian. He had a dog named Stitch. Yosemite ended up taking a nap on the car ride back. Now we're back at the van, thank God. Yeah, I guess that's all from me here. I'm glad I did Pikes Peak. I'm glad Yosemite and I summited our first 14er. And I'm happy about that. I'm really bummed about my camera, but things happen, life will go on. With that, I'll say stay safe, be kind, and go do something that puts a smile on your face. I'll see you next time.